What's going on? It's Jason Heath, and my buddy Louis Levitt has a great technique for getting your energy up when you need it most. Let's dig in.
There's no real way to do this one on a video, meaning that I can't prove that it works. But we could give it as an experiment, and it's not my idea. It's something that came to me from some third party or something. It was people about giving speeches, and there was a study where they said you make yourself as big as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you hold it for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And we did this it's not scientific, but we in Sybarite 5 were kind of interested in it. So we just, before one of our concerts, we just been like this and hold this pose for like 2 minutes and see about how big can you make yourself and play the concert and see what a difference that makes, if it makes a difference. Experience that for yourself. I can tell you that you look ridiculous backstage like this, but and it's not something we do every concert. It's just hey, you're not feeling confident maybe. We're all musicians. Not every day you're gonna feel 100%, you're ready to go. This can be helpful. Get yourself as big as possible and stay there for 2 minutes, and even more fun with someone else, right? Here we are, we're expanding ourselves in this, I have this feeling I'm just getting bigger and bigger, I'm Incredible Hulk or something. And holding it for 2 minutes, you also see that it makes your muscles work a little bit. There could be something involved there. I don't know. It's kind of a stretch for me, which I like. And then, play a concert or go run your audition list. See what that feels like. Does it feel different? Do you feel more confident? Do you feel less confident? Take notes. Was this helpful? Because guess what? If you're taking an audition and you're in the cold room, or whatever that they call it now, it used to be that's the cold room. You can't make any sounds. You've already done your warm up, and now you're sitting here for the other person to finish. And that cold room time could be 5 minutes, could be 10. I've been in auditions where it's 15 or 20, and you're, well, what if you did this? And versus thinking about, oh my God, my bass is cold, and you might not always be able to make those sounds with the scraping of the bow, but you can pretty much always do this, backstage. You can always get the muscles ready, and you can I will go on stage, and you might see me do it sometimes. If I have to play a lot of it, this is also something you can do sometimes a little bit on stage, meaning that if I have to play a piece that's got a lot of pizzicato in it, and I'm not touching the bow, guess what happens to the rosin? It gets cold, and then it becomes really hard to play that tricky arco solo. So sometimes if I know that that's what's happening, I've planned it in the concert, and I'm aware, hey, there's a chance, depending on the stage, depending on the auditorium and the air conditioning and all the things there, the humidity in the room, that when we change songs, while everyone's tuning, I might do this quietly. And that might be the difference between me having a note that goes like that, or me having one that doesn't go. So we always want that. So that's what I'm going for. Trying to think if there was something else. This is one of Francois's things. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but it's something that he taught me, and that is, if you're feeling nervous or if you're feeling tired before you go on stage, and this happens to me quite a bit, where almost right before there's a very low energy and almost really tired. And I was talking with my colleague about this. I'm talking with Solomon Takali, who's our violinist. And before concerts, even the day of the concerts, he gets very tired, very low energy. And it's almost like his energy is going down so that later it can come up. But something that Francois taught me that has worked really well, and that if you're nervous or if you feel low energy, is to take 3 deep breaths and inhale and exhale, and really big ones. So. it puts me in a place where I'm focused. Like I feel like just talking with you, I'm more focused.
That's like a hit of oxygen or something.
It's like, it's exactly what it is. It's taking oxygen, it's putting it into your brain, and that's what you need at that moment. That's also something you can do backstage before the curtain opens, you know? So, and I'm not, maybe it's my personality, but I'm not ashamed about doing any of this stuff as long as it serves the serves the concert and like it makes the music better and it makes the performance better, then like I will do the weirdest thing. I will do anything. Yeah.
Well, based on how, I was just noticing yesterday how the music just kind of flows through you and how you look free and loose and up there. So whatever you're doing, it certainly translates to yesterday's performance, and it's great. I will be implementing all of these.
Oh, cool. All right. Well.
Lewis's Bass Hacks.